makes dumb jokes while he shoots his guns. Major Slack is lots of fun.
Major Slack Attack.
Yeah, this is fun.
Shut up, Pee-wee.
Okay.
But yeah, welcome back to the Major Slack Attack, your first stop for titillating tactical gaming. It's time to take on the Son of Crawmerax, a hellacious boss fight that pretty much doesn't end, but it's like, you know, the pinnacle of this DLC, the Son of Sir Hammerlock versus the Son of Crawmerax. And I'm going to use primarily the customer-focused thinking Hyperion shotgun against this guy. And my rocket launcher for second wins, and I got a second wind relic, and what else? I've got corrosive transfusion grenade mod. Alright, so those are the four main weapons I'm going to use. And I'm just going to speed run to the area because I quit the game and restarted. So it starts you back at the vending machines there. And of course, this commentary is dubbed because I need all my powers of concentration to fight Crawmerax. Tough fight. Tough fight. It's an arena fight. I'm not really fond of arena battles because you're boxed in. And this guy, he's a big lummox, so he really gets in the way. It's like it's hard to stay out of his way. I have actually developed some strategies for this, though. I've replayed this at least a dozen times. Half a dozen times, sorry.
Hi-ho! Seems I'm to be sacrificed to this beast. Could you look down below for some sort of crank, mayhaps? Something to lower me to the ground?
Actually, quite frankly, a dozen times is more likely, considering all the death taxes I've had to pay. Okay, so you crank the wheel, and the game introduces Son of Crawmerax. That's it, it's game on.
Oh, how gorgeous! Look upon the majesty of the Son of Crawmerax!
There he is. Purple eyes are his critical hit points. According to the wiki, his back is invulnerable to any kind of damage whatsoever. I've yet to test this. Watch the video carefully, and see right there, his shell there is it's basically I'm using this shotgun all the time. Go for critical hit shots as much as possible. And I'm spec'd out to the bottom of the Cunning skill tree, so I have Death Blossoms. Whipping those at him whenever I can. There's a lot of spraying and praying going on here. As for his minions, it's first a spawn of Craboids, then a whole bunch of Varkets, and then more Craboids. Generally, I like to kill the big Craboids, the Giant Craboids, and leave the little ones for second wins, unless there's too many of them. Crawmerax has three main attacks, okay? He's got, like, he spits this corrosive blob at you, number one. That's his ranged attack. Number two, he has this kind of claw attack, which is just devastating. Devastating. It really takes you down to within an inch of your life. Kind of like he just approaches you and swings his claw a little bit, and that's it. It really screws you up. And finally, he has this, like, jump up into the air and dive into the ground slam attack, which affects the area within the purple circle. Alright? And I've discovered that if you bunny hop while he does that, you can avoid a lot of the ground slam damage. So I'm just basically bunny hopping all the time. Here, he's going to do the ground slam. And I guess that was on the ground when it hit. Second winding is a strategy, taking on Crawmerax, definitely. But you don't want to use too many of them. You gotta, like, you know, you basically got about half a dozen second winds, and then the fight for life timer gets too short for it to be any use. Here we go, Giant Craboid taking him out. Those are the most dangerous. They're almost as dangerous as Crawmerax. So throw some Death Blossoms into him, do him in. Crawmerax has disappeared for the moment. Here come the Varkids. Pardon me. Now when the Varkids spawn, definitely don't let them mature into adults. So if you see any pods, wipe them out right away. That's priority number 1. Kill all Varkid pods, right? I did a run where pretty much every Varkid matured into either an adult Varkid or a Varkid Scorcher, and it was hell. It was pure hell. They took me down faster than Crawmerax himself. A lot of the time I'm just throwing out the transfusion grenades just as a preemptive measure. Even if I don't need health, I just throw them out anyways because I know I'm going to need health. It's just a given. You're going to get, injured. Another thing too, all around the perimeter of the ring is, you can see the waterfall. You fall into that area, instant death. So there's that to deal with as well. That was probably accounted for about 75% of my death taxes when doing practice runs on Crawmerax. It's just being shoved out of the ring, which is really annoying. Here I'm using my fine law to try to save my shotgun ammo. I tried the fine law on Crawmerax. I found it wasn't as effective as a shotgun. So out comes the rocket launcher again. Look for a little craboid. Have to reload. Ba-bam. Get second wind. These death blossoms on the giant craboid. Saving my rocket launcher ammo exclusively for second winds. Otherwise I whip some rockets at Crawmerax himself. Much of my strategy here also is basically standing in and taking one for the team. Even though I see the enemies advancing towards me, the priority is to do as much damage on Crawmerax as possible, even if it means I get, like, really injured. Because it's worth it to take him down, faster, even if you're gonna get put into a fight for life sequence. Because you can get a pretty easy second win from the enemies that are, all the minions. As for ammo, the ground will spew up ammo every once in a while, so you don't really have to worry about it. You just have to look around for those little ammo piles. See, there's one right there off to my right there. The ground just spewed up a whole bunch of, supplies. So as long as you keep hitting those, you fill up your favorite weapon and you keep going, so you don't have to really worry about ammo. Also, according to the wiki, I know I'm shooting a Zetter shell. That was just it's pointless there. According to the wiki, there are 2 points in the fight where Crawmerax will go into the ground and regenerate some of his health. I've always been, even though I've fought him maybe half a dozen times, I've always been too busy fighting him to notice exactly when those points are. Yeah, good old 100k rocket launcher. Any rocket launcher will do though, any decent rocket launcher. I was using a 50k rocket launcher on him earlier, before I had acquired this great Dipity Boom 100k rocket launcher, 100k damage rocket launcher. So 50k will do fine. 50k damage, that is. Whenever possible, I like to go back near the door to reduce the chances of being bumped off over the edge. So like I said, that was about 75%. See here, I'm getting danger of being bumped off over the edge. That's really annoying. That's 75% of my deaths were just as a result of being bumped off over the edge. Once you get into a rhythm, it's I wouldn't say it's easy to survive, but it's, you know, it's very doable. Good rocket launcher and keep getting those second wins. Going back near the door. Throwing out a preemptive transfusion grenade there. It's getting down to it. Now I'm getting nervous because, you know, this is always the point in the fight where, you know. And you notice he lost one of his claws, I believe. He's severely injured. Coming up soon is going to be a real white knuckle moment where I get put into a second wind and my rocket launcher was empty, so I had to reload while the second wind counter was counting down, or the fight for life sequence was counting down. And it's pretty short now because I've already had like maybe about half a dozen second wins, so it was really, really close. You'll see. And I was sitting there just praying that I would make it through. Not this one, the next one. And I mistakenly thought that my rocket launcher was empty, so I actually wasted time trying to get a kill using my shotgun. Right here, coming up, I get put into second wind, or fight for life rather. Okay, so pretty close to being dead. Check this out. No, not this one. It's another one. Right after this. See, those rockets there, I should never have used those. Big mistake. No, right here, look, watch this. So I'm trying to get a kill, because I thought my rocket launcher was empty, and I go, uh-oh, I'm in deep doo-doo now. I gotta reload the rocket launcher, watch how close this is, and oh, he just gets it. I would have been so pissed had I got killed at that point.
Nice. That's my slam.
Yeah.
That was
I made it.
Wasn't that awesome, Talon?
Yeah, even Talon agrees. Well, thanks a lot for watching. See you next video. 2, 3.
Get some!